Alright, you must be here for a cat.
Yes, I would like to buy a cat, but how do you know?
You know we have the most raddest exotic animals on the planet.
Oh, how about that cat?
Well, unfortunately, babe, that cat's not for sale.
Do I smell a gas leak?
Don't worry about it. We get gas leaks all the time.
On the floating shipless oceans, I did all my best to smile to your singing eyes and fingers drew me laughing to your eyes, waiting to hold you. Did I dream you dreamed about me? Were you here when I was for sale?
I don't know where to begin. There is so much to talk about. And I'm going to be going into spoiler territory, so you have been warned. However, I did do a spoiler-free review. I left a link in the description below. Check that review out. Watch ZACK SNYDER'S Justice League and come back to the spoiler. In my spoiler-free review, I pointed out that Flash, Batman, and Cyborg were basically the main three characters that got elevated and it had made a huge impact that differentiated themselves from the 2017 Justice League. And Flash, Flash was fully fleshed out. There is an extra scene. There's I'll probably say 3 extra scenes of Flash that defined his character arc. And there was a specific scene where he actually utilized the Speed Force and reverse time when the league, when the league blowed up, when Cyborg was getting ready to split the 3 mother boxes. Able to reverse time, and I really did like that. I'm just like, why did Warner Bros take that out? It just defines his character arc. He is not a OP character. There's a scene where he was wheezing. There's a scene where he is laughing. There's a scene where he is vulnerable. You get sides to Barry Allen that you haven't seen in Justice League. But every single moment in Flash's story arc has a purpose, and it's relaying to you on screen. And I feel like that Speed Force scene kind of goes back to that one statement Fred's father made in the middle part of the movie where he was like, "Make your own future, Barry. Don't live in the past." I'm just paraphrasing, and I feel like those were the words that inspired Barry. Just like in the Justice League 2017 version, when Batman told Barry Allen, "Hey, save one," then those words made it seem like those that inspired Barry Allen. But I actually like it better in ZACK SNYDER'S Justice League, having his own father inspire him to create the events of the Flash movie, because we're getting a Flash movie, and Supergirl is being included in the movie. I don't know how they're going to utilize her in the movie as well. I'm off topic. Cyborg is a character that definitely got elevated, and you actually understand his character arc. His father killing him off, I was kind of shocked when they killed him off. I was like, what? What did but actually killing him off actually worked to the story event. Yes, it's dark, I understand that, but it actually helped the story develop and actually boost Cyborg's character arc to another level. What you missed in Justice League 2017 was emotion. Like I said, ZACK SNYDER said that Cyborg is the heart of the team. He loves his father, but yet he's just upset, and he feels like if he was there that fateful night before the crash, maybe the crash wouldn't happen. So he sort of blames him for that night. You get all the points, all those reasons of why he's feeling this certain type of way. Batman, on the other hand, kind of threw me off because, Batman's outlook was different. He had more of a positive outlook, and it was more on faith. Hey, okay, faith, Alfred, faith, okay. Telling Alfred faith, all right? So therefore you're going into the religion. And usually religion is not a topic I usually talk about on this channel. So you're going into, okay, so I just try to understand, it's usually reason, or what's logical, or what's the reason there is no faith into this. You can't faithfully believe that you are Batman. You are Batman because you logically, you did the training for it. So, I'm just kind of getting thrown off here. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm spitting anymore. To let you know that this is a different type of outlook for Batman that I'm not used to seeing, where I'm kind of backtracking, scrambling, trying to figure out different resources, or trying to figure out inside my head different stories where Batman had that similar outlook to the film, but I can't really think of it on the fly, so I'm pretty much scrambling around in my head. Batman having that faithful outlook definitely completes his character arc, and it definitely goes back to this one picture, one of my favorite pictures in the whole entire movie. It's basically this Batman seems like he's reserved, and you can tell it was shot sometime in 2020. But you can tell that this Batman is reserved. He's seeing all. He is blessed by the best. He's a beast in this feast. We had a few like nightmare scenes, and we saw Superman kill Kilowog. Well, we didn't see him actually kill Kilowog, but we know we did, because we saw Kilowog's body, and we saw in visions. We saw him holding Lois Lane's body. We saw, Darkseid came to him, put his hand on his shoulder like, "It's okay, I took your world." So I'm just saying, Darkseid is that dude. But for the scene that we got in the movie, we saw more personality from Aquaman. And also there was a moment of vulnerability Aquaman which I absolutely love in this movie that we didn't get in Justice League, where basically he was talking to Flash and saying like, hey, he lost his family, lost his father, he's practically alone. Yeah, Cyborg is the heart of the team, it's affecting the other League members. It's definitely affecting Aquaman. You can tell, because there are certain moments in this movie where where Aquaman's kind of looking at him and kind of shaking his head like, man, I feel sorry for you, bro, but I'm too badass to say it. There are some scenes in this movie that added new layers of storytelling and depth to the character. Like one particular scene that is quite similar to a scene in BVS when Superman was saving a little girl from a fire, and all the villagers was worshiping him like a god. It was a similar situation in Zack Snyder's Justice League in Iceland, I think it was Iceland, and where Aquaman went into the ocean, and then when he saw the villagers and the women started to sing their songs as if they were idolizing him, as if he was a god or something like that, because I like that realism to it. Wonder Woman didn't really get much character development from this movie, but that is okay because she got 2 movies. I did like a scene where she goes in this basement inside the Hall of Amazons, and she sees the picture of Darkseid, and you can see the look on her face, the fear, a small little snippet of fear on her face. After watching Zack Snyder's Justice League and after the events is going on, she's now questioning as if, are the Amazons still alive? Is the mascara? Is Amazon still out there? Is it destroyed? Is her queen mama still kicking? She doesn't know, and she has to follow the rule, from the first movie. She can never ever come back. That is the oath that she has taken. This is kind of funny. Alright, so after watching Zack Snyder's Justice League a 12th time, I realized that Steppenwolf is no longer Steppenwolf. His real name is Kittenwolf, because actually I feel sorry for his character. And, in this character arc, he's all about, getting the mother boxes for Darkseid. He betrayed Darkseid long time ago. You get that in the dialogue, and now he's trying to redeem himself. And now he is trying to work hard by going to the very planet where Darkseid lost and trying to get back the mother boxes to earn Darkseid's love. Just the fact of the matter is that Steppenwolf, he got a hardcore, scary, hardcore villain, able to strip down to his shirt and bone just to bow down to Darkseid. Lets you know how much Darkseid is that dude and how vulnerable Steppenwolf really is, and you understand Steppenwolf as a character from that point on. He just wants to go home. Decide his character, I absolutely love his character. He did not want that man to breathe. I just think it's 10 times better than his character arc in Justice League, because in Justice League he wasn't, and it seemed like he wasn't really working for Darkseid, even though he was working for Darkseid. He mentioned Darkseid's name, but that was pretty much it. He just said for Darkseid. But it seems like he had his own agenda inside the Justice League movie, where he was trying to collect the mother boxes, and his mother was locked in the mother box. And pretty much when you're watching that, Steppenwolf, it just sounds like Liam Neeson giving out lectures. I am Steppenwolf Lord D. I am going to count the 3 mother boxes, and then I'm going to take it back to the kettle. Then I'm going to talk about my Alexa, my mother. But of course, admit it, you can't find the hair in her pie without looking into the mother's box. Darkseid didn't get much screen time, but when we saw Darkseid in the boom tube just staring at the League, that was a badass scene itself. Everything about that scene was just remarkable. It is Darkseid. It was everything I wanted it to be. The design, the performance from Damian Porter was everything I wanted it to be. I can't complain. I just can't complain about Darkseid. Darkseid was perfect. Even if Darkseid took a shit, it'd still be perfect. Anything better than Thanos would ever have done in his life. Zack Snyder had so much plans with the Darkseid, and you can definitely see it with some of the visuals and the nightmare sequences and stuff like that. You can, especially with the Omega beams, we'll probably never ever see that ever again in cinema, unless Warner Bros. Can somehow restore the Snyderverse, which they announced they probably won't do. This film is so much better contextually just from looking at it, because the way it's set up. The film begins the way BVS ends, just like similar how BVS begins, how Man of Steel ended. And I like that concept. It really feels like a trilogy. And while watching the Justice League movie, it feels jumbled up, and it just feels like that entire event took place like in the span of days to weeks. While in Zack Snyder's Justice League, it took place like merely hours after BVS. And I'm just like, whoa, the first 5 minutes just had like this epic scale of like this Lord of the Rings type thing. I feel like this whole entire movie is like our modern day Lord of the Rings. But not as a DC film, but as a film in general, because especially watching this movie in black and white, like in the Neor version, the gray, because they have this version available to watch on HBO Max. Just go to Zack Snyder's Justice League and go underneath the title. You should see Zack Snyder Justice League is gray. Click on that and you can watch the Neor version of it. It brings a new high to your eyes that you haven't seen before. The main event that I really want to talk about is the nightmare sequence. The iconic scene where Batman was meeting face to face with Jared Leto's Joker. That's a scene that I feel like was iconic. Yes, thinking about it from a film aspect, it does feel a little bit tacked on. You could have gotten a nightmare version of Justice League. You see a battle-hardened Mera. You can see the anger on her face. You can see how vengeful she is, how she really wants to kill Superman. And then her line kind of got a little funny. She said that how much she want to pierce Superman's heart with her little sword, with her little trident. You gonna try. You're gonna turn into a little piece of meat salami sandwich. Where Batman was going one-on-one, where Joker was talking about how he killed Robin, and he was like, why you send a boy Wonder to do a man's job? And Batman was like, you're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far. And then Joker was like, hey, let's have a truce. I'll play this card. You pull this card. You can have a truce as long as you don't kill me. But, we both know that you're going to kill me because I crossed the line. So you're not going to do a truce. And then Batman was like, I will fucking kill you. But I'm going to be Batman, give me the card. He took the card and it threw me off. Choi had a significant role in this movie, and he wasn't in the 2017 movie. And he actually brought more to the movie. And what I was hearing, that they was trying to introduce him to the movie, so therefore they could have a potential spin-off movie that would take place in Japan about the Atom. I'm like, okay, so Whoa, what the hell? Warner Bros. Had potential. Warner Bros. Had potential with these projects, but they just dropped the ball. So technically you can say that Martian Manhunter feels bad about everything. You know, he just sit around and let the thousands of die, of people getting vaporated, thousands of die when Doomsday Superman was fighting, you know. And what happened if everyone lost? I mean, if everyone's enslaved, but Martian Manhunters are gonna be like, well, looks like I don't have a stake in this play. Really, just after thinking about it, just puts Martian Manhunter in an awkward situation. Now I'm just saying, I wanted to see more Martian Manhunter now. Now we're not gonna see that. I want to see him throw down against Darkseid. Wait, I'm gonna rebuke that and retract that statement. I do not want to see Martian Manhunter go against the Darkseid. I watched it 12 times just to figure out if it's better than BVS. I still haven't figured it out. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's like the only thing I've been watching since the release. Like,
I don't have cable. I don't have TV or cable, so I just been watching that like every day. Like, it's my dosage. Like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's been my dosage every in the morning, afternoon, before I go to bed. I even go to sleep watching it. And wait, just wake up, having it on. I'm like, having the end credits on. I'm like, and I watch it again while I'm getting ready. I'm here. I'm like, it's like my everyday routine. It's like my ESPN, my everyday news. I'm like, all day ZACK SNYDER'S Justice League.
Whatever I missed, comment below. And what are your favorite scenes? What are your favorite moments of ZACK SNYDER'S Justice League? Comment below and let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys in my next review. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. And stay tuned for my DC rankings from worst to best. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.